Did you know that having ADHD as an adult means that you're 2 to 3 times more likely to be obese? Stick around and find out why. Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is Journey to Wellness. And here on this channel, I like to spread awareness about ADHD in adulthood and what it actually looks like. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on one of my videos. I swear I didn't plan this. Now there's a number of studies that show that if you were diagnosed as ADHD as a child and you have symptoms that persist into adulthood, your chances of becoming obese shoot up threefold, more than that of the general public. I'll have some of these studies linked in the description below. Now most of the studies focus on women with ADHD and very few on men. I actually have a theory about this that I'll get to in a minute. Now, if dealing with ADHD wasn't bad enough, here's yet another area of life where it heavily affects us. No pun intended. And just like most of the studies that are done on ADHD, the connections are more than obvious, but yet they're not able to pinpoint any singular reason why that is. But if we look at what ADHD entails, poor self-regulation, impulsivity, procrastination, it becomes a lot easier to see how these all come together. Now, in just analyzing the name ADHD, one would think that having a component of hyperactivity would suggest that we have an abundance of energy and therefore should naturally be more active than the general public. And this is yet another example of why ADHD is such a terribly misnamed condition, and it really needs to be looked at as a self-regulation issue. Now, having more energy, that may be true for some of us that were diagnosed and have more of the hyperactivity subtype. But this line of thinking would only be including one of the 3 subtypes. To find out more about the individual subtypes, click the YouTube card popping up right here. Now, the extra energy theory, that may hold true for some of us that present with the hyperactive subtype. But we do need to keep in mind that as we grow older, that outward hyperactivity, it tends to become more internalized. So even they may be susceptible to obesity. But we can't forget about the other subtypes, the combined subtype, but particularly the inattentive subtype. This is where I think the majority of the obesity is being observed. This would also help to explain why it seems that women are more affected by this than men. Women are generally more the inattentive type than anything else, while men tend to fall under either the hyperactive subtype or the combined subtype, but still favoring more of the hyperactivity. Now, one of the hallmarks of the inattentive subtype is a tendency to live a bit more of a sedentary life and generally have less motivation. This, combined with impulsivity, which can also take the form of impulsive and binge eating, you can almost start to see the pieces of the puzzle coming together here. So basically, we have someone who is more than likely a woman with the inattentive presentation of ADHD. They have self-regulation problems such as planning for the future, which means they probably aren't thinking about their long-term health. They have streaks and habits of impulsive eating, and in addition to poor life planning skills, they have motivational issues and task initiation problems. These are just the kind of issues that would prevent someone from adopting a normal exercise routine. And as a kicker, we tend to have extremely poor sleep habits and are also prone to legitimate sleep disorders such as insomnia or sleep apnea. To see just how messed up ADHD and sleep play together, check out the YouTube card here. Not getting a good night's rest is directly linked to how we metabolize food, which is directly linked to obesity. Now we start to add all these things together and you can see how this is a no-brainer. That so many of us are almost doomed to be overweight or obese. And this is myself included. In fact, everything that I just gave you a rundown of, I basically just described myself. And that's not good. One of the number 1 factors of early death, according to the CDC, is obesity because it leads to so many other severe health problems. Heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, And the list can go on. So what do we do about this? Is there anything that we can do to fight this? The good news is there is. The first thing we need to do is become aware. Just know that this is a thing, that our ADHD does make us prone to being large and in charge. But just knowing that there is a link between these things gives us a ton of ammunition and a starting point. By the way, this is mostly affecting people that are untreated for ADHD. That means that with treatment, be it medication, therapy, or both, when you get treated, your odds of living an obese lifestyle dramatically drop. One of the key factors in fighting this is going to be conscientiousness. And when we're conscious about how our bodies are affected by this, we can start to make better decisions. You can start by picking healthier snacks. You can start an exercise program, whether that means joining the gym and actually going, or just starting small with a walk around your block. I myself hate walking, but doing these videos, I actually get out and get some exercise, so it's kind of nice. The main thing is get off your butt and get moving. We can work on creating a better nightly routine that promotes better sleep. And if you or your partner notice that you have trouble breathing at night or that you snore really loud, I would definitely urge you to get checked out by a doctor and particularly get a sleep study done. For me, it wound up doing wonders. I found out that I had sleep apnea and I'm being treated for it. Because remember, we're prone to sleep problems. But you definitely want to get checked out to make sure that you're not battling any sleep disorders. Now, I admit, this is not the easiest thing in the world. It hasn't been for me, and I'm still in the process of doing the things that I just recommended to you. But at least there are proactive measures that we can take to fight the battle of the bulge. Question of the day: do you personally struggle with weight? Leave your answer in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And until next time, take care of yourself and be well.